Enjoy. And now I'm here backstage with Michael Franti, who's just come off. We've just spoken to Carl Young. Now we're talking to the big man, Michael. It's so great to see you here.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
It's just been fantastic. Tell me what you like most about the festival.
Well, the thing that I like here is that the diversity of expression of faith. You know, there's people here from a social justice perspective. There's people here from a more traditional religious angle. There's people here who are just trying to connect with other people and experience those moments of the divine. You know, and through music, I think it brings us into the moment. You know, like there's always a moment in every show, for me when I play, or for when I'm in the audience of the show, that I just completely forget about the past. I'm not worried about the future. I'm just being.
Yes.
You know, and it's amazing to just be with 10,000 other people.
Yeah, and you can feel that out there, man. I wandered around up to the back while you were playing, and to see families dancing together, and celebrating together, celebrating that diversity, celebrating that kind of coming together. It was pretty spectacular. It's an amazing feeling.
Yeah.
And what's interesting from that kind of a musical perspective is how you guys are able to communicate to that number of people. Because I've seen you in little venues, I've seen you at the Jazz Cafe, I've seen you at the Mean Fiddler, and then to take that level of intimacy, the one-on-one feeling that people get, and amplify it up to 10,000 people.
Yeah.
That's pretty spectacular. I mean, is that something that you kind of consciously work to, or is that, I don't know?
Well, in a sense I do from the songwriting up, you know. I'm always, as I write a song, I think, it's a kind of a combination of things. I think, what would a festival of 10,000 people think? I also think of, what would one person think of as they're driving in their car alone or with their girlfriend, you know? It's always one test. And I also think, what would somebody think if they're sitting in their house alone at night with their iPod on? You know, and I try to write songs for all those experiences. You know? And so when I play a show, there's moments when it's like really loud and boom, boom, and jumping up and down. But then I always create moments where it's just me and the guitar talking and singing, so people hear the words and understand. You know? And I really do feel like that is the key, though. It's creating an intimacy, people, and feeling a sense of connection, that we're all here for the same reason.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and it really comes across. There's something that I see that's kind of unique to the past of what you've done from Disposable Heroes onwards, and actually the Beatles as well. But there's kind of almost a sort of long-term dialogue with the idea of protest music. Do you feel like you're kind of reclaiming both, hip-hop and then reggae, kind of back to its protest roots? Because both of them came out as kind of, you know, real folk music, music by the people for the people, and got lost somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
And you know,
soul music too. You know, when I was a kid, soul music was Curtis Mayfield and Stevie Wonder and Sly Stone and Marvin Gaye, who wrote amazing songs. When I think of soul, I don't just think of like songs about my girlfriend. Well, that's part of it, but it's just songs of what's in your heart, the troubling, the confusion, you know, about the state of the world and how one relates to it.
That's really strong on Stay Human. There's the Curtis Mayfield.
Yeah, and so you've touched in that spirit, and then the other strong influences in my life have been, you know, of course, hip hop and reggae, and then also the spirit of punk rock, you know, and the kind of do-it-yourself spirit, you know, and that's part of it too. And I always, when I start to write a song, I never think, is this going to be a punk song or a reggae song or a folk song? I just think, what is. It's like with painter, you go, oh, today I'm going to paint with like all the colors of the spectrum, and then some days you go, oh, I'm just going to use charcoal today, and then another day you go, oh, I'm just going to carve wood, you know. So all the different styles of music are just the different mediums of paint.
Yeah, that's beautiful, and that comes across. We're really looking forward to the new record. All Rebel Rockers out next week?
All Rebel Rockers out next week, yeah.
And that's just Sly and Robbie again, yeah?
Yes, Sly and Robbie.
Fantastic. Thank you, Michael Franti.
You're welcome.